What's up, guys? Nate here. How's another long day? Made some really good progress though. I think I got my air tanks sorted out, possibly. It's just spaghetti, so don't worry about it. I've got to get the line, which is down here, for the cab airbags hooked up to my switch, which is on my porch waiting for me. Get that plumbed up and then adjusted, and that will be done. And then there was one extra 3/8 line that went over to the air over hydraulic pump, which goes back to a valve back there that I couldn't figure out. And I think what it is, I'm not 100% sure, is that disables the air over hydraulic pump when you are not in park and you don't have the brakes set. So when you take the brakes off, that valve back there gets air, which puts air up to the air over hydraulic, which disables the air over hydraulic system, so you can't accidentally raise the cab or do any of the suspension stuff or change the spare if you're not in park with the brakes set. I think. I have no idea, but we'll find out. So I got to cap that, put that 1/4-inch line in, and then I think the air system is done. We got the air filter mounted up with some flex hose down to the intake. That should be fine for this weekend at least. I ended up putting, you can see that red hose there, that's the transmission fill hose. It comes right down here. That's going to get tidied up a little bit. I'm going to take a piece of pipe, put it in there, put a cap on it. So that'll be good. We actually moved the engine oil. It used to come out here with the dipsticks and everything. Super convenient for checking your oil and filling it if you're lazy. And that comes down here. This is radiator, this is engine oil fill. That just goes in and bolts on there. So what we ended up doing is taking that, it's kind of right in the shadow, it's hard to see. Taking that tube, we put an elbow in it and the cap here. So to add engine oil, you've got to tilt the cab, put this right here. No big deal, I don't think, for having it be much cleaner and look a little bit nicer, I think. The other thing we did today was we built a drop hitch, because I have a tiny little trailer for this weekend. So we did a 10-inch drop hitch, well, mostly Matt did 90% of it. Yesterday we got the pintle and this other adapter on, and then today we built this drop hitch. I built it a little long this way because if I get myself in a jam where I jackknife the trailer or I'm too tight, I can pull that pin, I can slide this out another foot, which will give me a little more room. I don't know, we had that piece of material cut anyway, so instead of cutting it short, we just put another hole in it. Good enough. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but just in case it is there. But super nice, big gusset, all, 1-inch stock and pretty heavy duty. We also put a nut and bolt back here, welded the nut on, drilled a hole so that this doesn't rattle. Just tighten this up and nothing rattles. Not that you're gonna hear a rattle back here when you're driving this, but that's pretty much it. I've just been also tidying up a bunch of wiring and cabling and all that stuff. So hopefully tonight I can sort out my electrical. I have a Busman equalizer that I'm wiring in. My original plan was to ditch the dual voltage alternator and just put in a 24-volt alternator with a lot higher power. And the thought was I would be able to charge my house batteries while I was driving, or idle the engine, charge my house batteries in the camper. It's a pain in the butt to find a 24-volt to 24-volt battery charger, DC to DC, that will save the alternator, because I'm running lithium batteries. If they get too low, the alternator will put out more than the batteries can take, more than the alternator can put out, can fry your alternator. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that yet, but I think for this weekend, I'm just gonna wire it up as a equalizer, not a, I don't know. So it'll keep my 2 batteries in shape for this weekend, or I might just skip it altogether. I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure all that out, but it'll just be kind of a temporary fix this weekend to get it running until I sort out exactly what I'm gonna do there. I do want to check some stuff, like I removed the winch and make sure all the wiring's good to go. So once I get it started and running, then I gotta check the wiring. I gotta add tail lights and marker lights and all that fun stuff to that, and a trailer hookup so I can tow my trailer. But I have a couple days to do it, so I think I'll be okay. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm gonna carry on here, doing some other cleanup stuff here, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get it running. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you need to make a hitch, or if you want one of those adapters here, I'll show you this thing. So this adapter, this is a 2-inch hitch receiver. We can also do a 3-inch. It bolts into the factory holes here around the pintle. So you take your pintle off, which these pintles are free spooling like this. So it is just a castle nut in the back. It's not like torqued on or anything. It might be rusted on, but it's not torqued. So it's these 4 bolts. Take the pintle off, put those bolts on, slide this in, bolt it up, put the pintle back on. There you have a 2-inch receiver. We put the chain stays here for your safeties, a little bit of grip on top for a step, and then we can do a drop hitch too. So if you guys need one of these, we can make them pretty easy here in the shop. Happy to do it for a fair price. You guys will do it on the weekend or whatever. It's a side project. So if you need one, let me know, and we'll get you all set. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time.